Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We have a very, very special day ahead of us. No Man's Land, the second day, the Rocket League Invitational. We've been waiting months and months for this. Lots of planning, lots of forethought. We are here. We have made it. Jobin on the desk today, joined by a very, very special guest. You may have seen him on the Rocket League streams, on the CCA streams. We have Seb Dot with me. How are we doing today, my brother?
I'm doing great. You know, I'm actually from this area originally. If any of you know St. Clair, I live just about a half hour, 45 minutes away. So it is very nice to be able to come here. I've supported St. Clair for a long time. I came in with the TMU boys, who are also competing here today, but it's going to be an absolute great tournament for us.
Yeah, listen, we know you got some Saints gear in the backpack. You know we got a lot of Saints gear on deck, so we know where the loyalty truly lies either way. But yeah, we have an exciting day ahead of us. I think 8 teams going to be in this group stage. I think we actually do have a graphic picture, rather, of the bracket, the group stage, kind of how things are going to shake out as the day goes on. We got teams like Davenport, we have Oakland, we have St. Clair, we have TMU, we have 2 Windsor teams, and 2 other teams. I think Conestoga and maybe 1 other team. I'm slipping off the top of my head. I think I named Davenport.
We have Davenport, University of Windsor, Durham.
That was the last one.
York University,
York,
which you'll see their super brand new stylish jerseys coming up as well. We also have Toronto Metro University as well as Conestoga. Now, if you want the lay of the land of just how things are looking here, we can expect, some really top performances from the likes of TMU, from Oakland, from St. Clair, of course. York, probably, I think, one of the sleeper teams that we have here. University of Windsor, of course, is a fantastic team, and same with Davenport. So a lot of talent here from just around the area. A lot of talent coming in all the way from Toronto and Durham, as well, even from the States here. So it's really nice to have them all here in one place, competing for this prize pool, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, I know for a lot of these players, too, you don't really get the chance to go play on stage, to play on LAN super often. I mean, to be fair, we only really got everything fully running in production and the stage. Actually, today is the first day. Really, literally every single thing is working. Fingers crossed. Don't want the stream to get nuked or anything. But either way, finally everything is working. A lot of these players, maybe there's going to be some nerves playing on stage. Maybe it's going to be that level of excitement. I mean, a lot of these guys, right, they travel down a long way. You don't want to take a 4-hour trip, end up not winning out on any type of prize pool. But either way, you said so many, a lot of talent in Ontario Rocket League and coming from the States as well. But we are actually onto the pitch for Game 1 of No Man's Land. University of Windsor taking on Davenport, and we are getting things going.
Already into it with our first best of 3 of the day. University of Windsor, in my opinion, one of the probably at least, I think I would say, a top 5 team within Ontario, just a shy walk away from St. Clair University himself. Now, when it comes to this game, I think Davenport, definitely a fantastic roster, but University of Windsor with the likes of Zeno, still a huge player for the team. And already the demo's coming out for for both sides at this point. Zeno getting another one for himself, trying to solo it across and set up his team, but Scout gonna have to rotate back. Zeno a little awkward on the ball. Omen. Scout all the way back. It looks to be a double commit, but it will be knocked away. The second touch, however, from the Davenport side, but no one will be there to receive, and it'll be coming too little too late.
Yeah, right now, just a lot of back and forth. Neither one of these teams able to really manifest any shots. And that the pass across the middle, though, is beautiful. Byra going to come across with the save there, keeping Davenport score, or at least off the scorecards there. Apps now trying to see if he can find that second touch. Not going to be able to do so. Zeno going to play this one back toward mid. Going to send that one a little bit too far. But the misplay, Zeno, he's going to find the first goal of No Man's Land, the first goal of Game 1. He's going to put University of Windsor up 1 with 3:42 left to play.
Nowhere do you want that to be your first mistake, and your first play coming into this LAN is just immediately backflipping onto a ball. Now, University of Windsor will be able to secure an early lead here. Omen getting a demo, another risky chance, but Apps will be able to knock it away. A pass down, but Davenport not able to put it on target. Another one will come through, but it's a little too saucy for him.
Yeah, ball hanging up near that midline right now. Apps going to be that first one to the ball, running out of boost, setting it up for one of those teammates. Not going to be able to connect for anything quite there. Now this ball going back toward this University of Windsor end. They're going to send the pass back to Apps. He's got full boost, going to try to take to the skies here. He's going to leave it for Zeno in his wake, though, the demo to come through. Omen getting taken off the pitch for a moment. unfortunately not going to result in anything for the Windsor crew. Now Davenport going to try to get the counter-attack going. They're going to take some demos of their own there. Very, very physical game to get things started here. Apps still trying to play this one out of the corner. Omen lurking down below. Maybe he can try to find the setup. That second little touch, though, that's going to keep things cleared up. That ball still kicking around in front of this University of Windsor end, though. Davenport still circling like a bunch of sharks trying to find this goal. And there's the touch, and down it goes. And Shane is going to even things up about halfway through game one.
I think that's exactly what Davenport needed. Nice light drop down shot. Apps not able to get there in time, and you could even see there the pass almost going too wide for the Davenport side. So as we approach halftime, we now have a tie game.
Yeah, so maybe those stage nerves starting to go away just a little bit. We saw the early demos come through. Always nice to see that physical game. Always be nice to see a little bit of smack talk after these series as well. So curious to see what kind of plays, what kind of things we are going to see out of both of these teams. But Davenport still looking to take some names here. They're going to get a demo in front of the net. Shane not able to really get a handle on the ball, but he is going to find that little back tap, try to keep the pressure going here. Tries to cycle that one back to Byra. Apps, though, first one there. Omen challenges that one over the midline. Try to get the reset, maybe Byra. Once again, these Davenport demos in the crease have been so critical, trying to go for that bump and go. Omen gonna leave that one back to Byron. Not that much boost to work with. Maybe try to set up a bump there. The second touch from Shane off the crossbar and down, and now App's gonna try to get back going the other way.
I actually love how Byra's playing the game right now, because you can see he's trying to fake out the defensive rotation from University of Windsor, trying to go for some demos. The shot's just gonna be on, and Byra, just as I mentioned him, puts one in.
Yeah, you mentioned how he's being kind of that fake-o guy, that distraction, and now he's able to finally find that goal. Nice little dodge there, and beautifully seeding that one into that top right corner. Apps, not a whole lot you're going to be able to do about that shot. Now Davenport going to increase this lead to 1. $1:53 left to play, so lots of time if you're University of Windsor. The one thing we know about Rocket League is how quickly things, they change. University of Windsor now going to try to go back the other way, try to get one right back the other way. Shane's going to deny that one. Now Byra going to play that one across the midline. Omen waiting for that one to drop. A bit of a misplay. Shane trying to get back over to that one, but University of Windsor, minute and a half, and they're spending a lot of time on the defensive side.
Now it's interesting. Another one will be put through, and Omen forces the own goal from University of Windsor. An unfortunate way to turn it out. Now still a minute and a half remaining. We'll leave Windsor with plenty of time to try and make it closer, but they're gonna have to do it quick. Remember, this is a best of 3. Not a lot of room for failure.
Yeah, even in a best of 5, dropping one of those games in Rocket League can sometimes feel like a monumental task to try to get back. But yeah, when you're down 3-1 in a best of 3, you have to make sure you square away that defense. Try to get the offense going, because right now, it's really hard to score when you're playing on the back foot 95% of the game. We're going to see a nice contest toward mid. Now Byra taking this one to that far left corner. Going to be contested by Zeno. Try to play this one back across. Davenport just doing such a good job of holding that midline, digging in their heels on defense here. Windsor just can't really cycle the ball. They can't really get that multitude of chances. It's maybe these kind of one-off counterattacks, but nothing consistently so far.
So far, the midfield control from Davenport has been so locked down tight. Only a rare miss. Even Byra still getting these 50s to make it through. And we can see Omen already trying to be a nuisance in that defensive rotation, trying to get some demos for himself. Davenport playing so physical. A double commit, though, might leave a chance. Zeno, what do you have? You have 60 boost. Can you do anything with it? But you'll knock it off the backboard and won't get anything for it.
Yeah, and there's still a little bit of time on this clock, but if you're University of Windsor, the hands are starting to sweat just a little bit. You got to try to find one, and you got to try to find one probably in the next 5-10 seconds here. Otherwise, this game 1 might be done, dusted, and cooked. Shane just going to do his best to stall this ball out in the midfield. Davenport, they don't need that 4th goal. They just need this clock to show triple zeros. Windsor trying their best to get one last attempt. That's a good shot on net, but yeah, 10 seconds left in the game. Davenport with 1 or 2 last touches here. Maybe they try to go for this 4th goal, try to pad those stats on land, but one way or the other, they're going to take a 1-0 series lead as soon as the ball touches down.
Let's see a 0-second goal, but nope, no, it won't. Now Davenport will take the lead in the series. Of course, I think, yep, they're still, I think they're trying to figure out if it's like best of 3 or 5. It is a best of 3, my guy. It is a best of 3. It is 3. It's a best of 3. There you go.
There we go.
All right, now he understands.
Oh,
yeah,
there we go.
Look at that. We got hearts for the stream. Now, of course, getting the early win, huge. And of course, when it comes to the overall group stage, getting that first win will be also huge, because I'm not sure if we went through the format yet, but getting the top 2 spots will qualify you for the prize pool single elimination bracket that we have here for No Man's Land. Getting in the bottom 2 will put you in the consolation. Hi! Hi, stream. How you doing?
Hi, Mom.
Getting in the bottom two will put you in that consolation bracket, which isn't for prize money, but it will, I know in Canada we also care about our power rankings, things like
Yes.
that. Pride, essentially.
Yeah.
So we'll be seeing that here today. Of course, the series isn't over yet, but Davenport already coming out nice and strong. And we can see the UW side here. Love those boys. Good boys.
Right now, though, no hearts on the UW side. Davenport,
Nope.
all smiles, all hearts. They're feeling pretty good about that game one. They're figuring out, hey, do we got to win one more game or do we got to win three more or two more, rather? My math is phenomenal. Either way, though, we are back onto the pitch for game two. Yeah, no excuses on the pitch either way, though. Zeno trying to get that first little touch off the backboard. Not going to find it, but Windsor, I mean, as good of a scoring chance as they've had pretty much the whole series.
Oh, no, but this might be dangerous, Zeno. I don't know how much boost he has left.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no, not again.
No.
Not again.
Omen.
Not like this.
The own goal setup master for UW absolutely inside his head.
UW has more goals against themselves than they do against Davenport.
Oh, no. Don't bring that stat up.
It is early into game two as well. There is time for that stat to snowball and get bigger and bigger. Davenport, you don't care who's putting it in the net. As long as it ends up in the back of that blue net, you are going to take that one all day long. App's now going to take some of that frustration out onto Omen, trying to get that demo, try to open things up. But Davenport right now just seems to be that half step ahead.
Not again! This is unheard of. This is unreal. Even Windsor is laughing. This is absurd. There's no way you can set up that many own goals back to back to back.
I think it might just be one of those days, and I said it was still early in game two for another one. All it took was 15 seconds to prove me right. Davenport, once again, who cares? The ball's in the net. You're up 2-0. I bet we're going to see a couple more hearts after this game, too, the way things are looking out. Windsor right now, you've got 4 goals. Unfortunately, 3 of them did not count for your side.
Yeah, but Shane whiffs it. Byra putting in the corner. Still a decent amount of boost. Shane stealing the boost, and it's going to be a clear. Zeno can't get up to it in time, so UW will be put on the defense again. Off the corner and in from Shane.
Yeah, the ball keeps on a rolling. Davenport, they're having some fun over there. I mean, how often do you get the chance to receive 3 own goals, end up knotting a third in that net? 4:03 left in game 2, and this game looking to be broken wide open by this Davenport squad. These Panthers are on the prowl right now, and University of Windsor, you got to find some way to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, at this point, because they've been on the defense the entire time, they haven't been able to break that midfield's control. And I think this is where you just kind of send it, try, and you can see Zeno going in deep, trying to hunt for some demos on the opposing side of the field to clear up his teammates, but that will be slotted in the corner by Shane once again.
Beautiful pass to the middle. Shane gonna bury that one in that top left corner. Just a great play to get that back tap. Look it perfectly in the mail slot. Nothing that Windsor could do about it besides look on and on. Now what was a 3-0 lead has now escalated one further to this 4-0 scoreline. We have seen so many of these early kickoff demos. Shane looking for that second touch. Windsor trying to cycle this ball around. You gotta try to get this ball across midfield. Yep. Honestly, if I'm Windsor, that's gonna elicit at least one smile getting that ball across the midline. But you have to find some way to get offense going, because look at Davenport, they just take it right back into the zone.
We can already see now back in the defense. I think a main thing too that Davenport's doing really well is they're boost starving incredibly well. They are not skipping any alpha boosts, and even then the double commits coming in from UW. It's going to be a 2v1. You can see the demo trying to come through, but the squishy save from Zeno keeps it out.
Yeah, I would say that's a massive save, but I mean, I don't know if 4 or 5-0's going to feel any different for Windsor until they actually put one on the board, but either way, that's going to be another shot toward the net for Davenport. Oh, wow. The back tap by Omen, almost going to find the angle there. He's going to end up stealing that boost, just like you said, stealing that boost away once again. Windsor quite literally running on E the entire game. Byra trying to find the setup here. He's going to beat Zeno to the punch by just a frame there. Now he's going to take this one up the wall. Has a little bit of boost to play with too. Pass through the sky, back to Shane. A little bit of a misfire.
I think they're just trolling.
Maybe they're trying to they're going for the tic-tac-toe, but Zeno, like Steph Curry from way downtown, they're finally going to get one on the board.
I mean, we saw, Davenport pre-jumping for some of these, like trying to go for huge lateral boost maneuvers. So overall, Davenport, they're having fun.
Yeah.
It's still half a game remaining though, and 3 goals within within half a game is not undoable. But if they score here, which they might, but it'll go off the post.
Oh, that one would have stung for you, Windsor, too. The flashiest goal that would have been. And yeah, Davenport, while the 4-1 lead is very nice, if you, Windsor, can put in the second goal relatively fast here, this game could absolutely be back in the cards here. That bump, though, over the middle. Zeno now going to be back to play this one across that midline. Trying to scope out, see if he can find a teammate for the pass, but the interception, the breakup going to be found there. Now Scoud trying to see if he can play this one off that high wall. Davenport, though, trying to get the setup, not going to find that touch off the backboard. Scoud going to be the first one to that ball. Not going to find the greatest of touches, but Apps is going to be there to follow. Davenport looking to find
someone
a clear.
Needs to be there.
Yeah, no one's there. I mean, they're so scared of playing defense the entire game. They're so scared to go take chances now, but you're down 3 with a $140. You got to start swinging.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when you're in the defensive rotation for so long, you're almost conditioned to play in that way until you finally have the chance. But a shot will go on. Zeno leaves it open. Apps is there, and how do you break that into the post? What?
Oh, you, Windsor, I'll tell you what, you had a couple of decent chances, but you have to make one of these chances connect. At some point, the time is running out in Davenport. They're just trying to play that stall game, trying to get that give and go set up the other way. Scout, though, no boost to play with. He's going to go back, get that full 100. Zeno just going to lose sight of the ball there. The demo on Byra at least buys you a half second, but you don't have control of the ball, and you have just over 60 seconds left to try to make a miracle happen.
Yeah, 3 goals, 60 seconds. It's very, very rare, and you would need to essentially score right now to make it work, but Davenport will be able to take control. He's going to be able to get the flick over one defender. Zeno getting bumped out of the way, and Omen getting another demo. And it will lead to another pass, but finally, University of Windsor able to get out of their corner. However, I think mathematically it might be looking more and more donezo, and the double tap from Omen will put the nail in that coffin and send UW to 0-1 in groups.
I feel like the nail was already in the coffin. They just dumped an 8-foot pile of dirt on top of where the coffin was already laying. Davenport right now.
Now they're grabbing the shovel and starting to dig.
Yeah, exactly. Get the shovels, go out back, and you know what comes next. Davenport 5-1 lead in game 2. A pretty close game 1, all things considered. University of Windsor. Hey, what are you missing? You Mr. Magoo your way into that second goal. Either way, you're going to be happy about finding that second one on the board. Now I think you've at least scored as many goals on your own net as you have the other.
Yep. Oh, that's rude. Oh,
I'm a numbers guy. Stats are stats.
I don't even know. I think it's what 3-3 right now. So listen, boys, all you need to do is score one more time, and then you can say that you
next
scored.
goal wins.
Yeah, next goal wins basically. Okay,
the whole tournament.
Reset, pass over to Apps. He's gonna play it patiently. Gonna try and get the pinch. Scout is gonna be in position. Shadow defense, trying to shadow the offensive rotation. Zeno able to keep control, going to get that second touch off the wall. Pass over to Byra. It's going to be sent, but it's going to be actually covered, but it's not going to matter. Zeno will take control, take that last boost. Last attempt, boys, for a goal to take away. And the ball still in play. Byra, 100 boost. Apps keeping it in play. Zeno, it'll touch the ground. Davenport take the first win at No Man's Land.
Yeah, a bit of some misfortune from that University of Windsor side, but they battled back valiantly. They made a fun game 2 out of it nonetheless. Davenport, though, like we said, when you play offense for so long, University of Windsor, they were like, oh, we're supposed to play defense this game, but when you're down 4-1, gotta love Tim Hortons always. Yeah. Shout out to sponsors, of course, but yeah, when you're down so many goals, you can't really be stuck playing defense. You gotta find a way to put that ball in the net. They found a couple of ways. Unfortunately, they put the ball in their own net a couple, 2, 3 too many times.
Yeah, that wasn't the prettiest to watch at all, but I know that University of Windsor, they're actually a really skilled team. And I have to imagine, it's early in the morning for everyone. I know a lot of these teams travel. Windsor had to travel probably the least besides St. Clair. But
they had shorter rides than some of our players, I think.
So I think when it comes to them performing, it could just be getting land jitters because unlucky a little bit, especially with those own goals. A lot of it comes down to, I think this is the first land for a lot of these players, and you don't know what kind of player you're going to be on LAN versus, how you're going to be online, right? So I think it'll come with time. We're just getting into things here. Yes. And no doubt we're going to see them perform at some point.
Yeah, I think we've only had the Call of Duty team for University of Windsor come to play on LAN, so those guys are maybe going to be a little bit more adept, but other than that, we haven't really had any teams able to come down. But with that being said, I think we are going to throw it to a very, very quick break in between matches here. Get some water. We will catch you guys back in a few with more No Man's Land.
Get some tips.